All right, man. Last segment of the week. So, fellow YouTuber Kevin Samuels.
I honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special.
I believe he's an online dating coach. He's actually a professional image consultant as well. That's what he does by trade.
Okay.
And he had a video go viral where he was talking to a young lady, and there's a lot going around the video of why it went viral. I think they talked about, his language towards her and her looks, but I'm not going to touch on that. Young Equity purely deal with the finance.
Correct.
But something that stuck out to me is the young lady says she feels like she needs a six-figure guy. So the question we're here to ask is, do women need a six-figure guy?
I don't think anybody needs anything, because people could go get that income for themselves. But as far as wanting the six-figure guy, I guess the pushback that I have is, why couldn't she get that if she makes six figures? And I believe that she stated that she owned a business and she made six figures herself.
Yes.
And kind of without bringing the looks into it, she has a child as well. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have the same situation as somebody who makes six figures, then it's a compatible match. I don't understand why she wouldn't be able to get somebody with six figures.
I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah.
But what I think, just me speaking on it, I just think the issue there is, once you decide that you're only going to deal with somebody purely based on a number, you exclude so many good candidates. Because I think marriage, right? Because the point of dating is marriage, right? Marriage should be about companionship, building a future together, building a family, things like that. And you can't single that all down to money. Of course, if you want to say, hey, I only want to marry somebody with a certain level of education, somebody that has a stable job, I understand. Because at the end of the day, bills have to be paid, whether you're alone or whether you're with somebody else. But to say it has to be a six-figure guy, you open yourself up to a level of criticism when you do that. Right. Because, six-figure guys are only 10% of the population.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1 out of 10 guys roughly make six figures. So you're kind of not doing yourself a favor by excluding 90% of the population.
And, I understand that, and you're right. But I guess in her defense, if she makes six figures as well, and she's a woman, I'm pretty sure that those ratios are
smaller. I think it's 3%. I think so, 3 to 5%. Okay. I'm leaning towards 3.
Okay, so she's in the top 3%.
Financially, yes.
Financially, right. Exactly. So without wearing that on her shirt, no one's going to know that she makes that money. So it kind of goes back to, if you see someone at a club or you're on a dating website,
yes,
without putting I make six figures in my bio, it kind of defeats the fact that you do make it. And it does limit the type of men that you are trying to go after, because of the way that certain things appear to them. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but then I think we have to dig a little deeper, and we have to look at, what does each gender marry for?
Okay.
And I think, because I can speak for myself, I'm not marrying for money. So that's not really a criterion on my list of who I'm going to marry. I will marry somebody with nothing if I feel like this person will be a great mother to my child. This person is a very stable person. Okay. This person is a very disciplined person. This person is a very comforting person. This person is a very loyal person. What she makes doesn't really matter to me. Whereas in reverse, I think for women, identifying, how much a man makes is important, because some women may want to come from it as, hey, if I'm going to have children, there might be a period when I'm not working, so money is important to me. But just because it's important to you doesn't mean it's important to me.
I see what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it's going to be difficult for somebody to explain to somebody, hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, even on a dating website. So I guess in her case, she would have to aim lower. So maybe somebody that makes $50K or
that's a great
$30,000 or something like that. Because typically, men that don't make six figures would want a woman that makes more than them to help them out. So I guess you're right. I guess the guy is right. I don't think that he attacked it in a correct angle because he focused on the way she looked. But I do think that she needs to aim lower as far as finances.
To defend his stance, I think the only reason he harped on that is his concern was that he wanted her to be mated, paired, and he felt his views that her demands were too high for where she was at in her life. So he only brought that up to put in her face that maybe you should consider another option. It was basically an extreme way of tackling the matter that, and this kind of goes into my theory, period, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about six-figure guy. I think some guy is better than no guy, and the dream of a six-figure guy pales in comparison to actually having a guy. And which leads into the next question. Do you need a six-figure guy to be happy in life? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now you can explain.
I don't think anybody needs anyone to make six figures to be happy in life. There are people that make $50,000 together. 9
out of 10 men don't make six figures, and I'm sure more than 9 out of 10 men are happy.
Exactly, and they're super happy. So I think the answer is no. But in her case, she wants somebody that makes six figures in order for her to be happy. So for her to be happy, somebody has to make that. Now, maybe her expectation is too high, but maybe after this video, she's going to be viral. Somebody might want to, hang out with her. She's probably going to make more money after this video has dropped to where a six-figure guy might want to entertain her. Let's be real.
I know some six-figure guys have gotten a hold of the video. That's not the feedback I got. But look, man, I just think the point I want to drill home is that you don't need a six-figure guy to be happy. Don't need a six-figure woman to be happy. I think finances are important. More important than the actual money made is a conversation and an agreement on financial responsibility. I think that's more important than anything, because there's people who go into marriages making a whole lot of money and have no financial responsibility, and then marriage gets set on fire. So it's being responsible for what you have and being able to rely on each other. And it also goes back to my thing is having having a husband or wife is better than no husband or wife. Yeah. And I think no criteria in regards to money should dictate whether you ever get married or not. Because if Mr. Samuels is correct and she can't find a six-figure guy, I think being alone forever versus not settling for less than that, I think that's too much.
Well, maybe having a husband that has a job is better than not having a husband. Because if you had a husband, this woman married somebody that was unemployed and she was taking care of everybody, then I don't think she'd be happy either.
I push back.
Why?
She owns a business.
She owns a business? Okay. What about that?
He can work there.
If the business only makes $100K, what he gonna make?
It don't matter.
What's his salary?
At least in his free time, he can help grow the business. Maybe he can learn how to clean the dogs.
That's still
unemployed. She can spend more time. No, really,
that's still unemployed.
No, it's not. Maybe she can spend time. He can spend time in the business. He can learn how to groom the dogs, and she has more time to expand her business. Maybe she can open another location because she has a husband that can hold down one of the locations. That makes practical sense, and you cannot deny that.
Yes, but if you had a husband that played PS5 all day, or just smoked cigarettes and chilled out in his robe, then that wouldn't be the best fit.
Yeah, and then that comes down to a matter of character. I wouldn't ask her to go marry a low character guy.
Okay, so somebody with character, somebody that's willing to grow the business with her, is a great fit for her.
Sure.
An unemployed guy with good character.
If he comes in, right, I could even frame the perfect situation. He had a job. Maybe he was a financial analyst at an oil and gas company making $60K.
Okay.
Not six figures, but that's what he made. He got laid off.
Mm-hmm.
He's unemployed, but he finds her to be attractive. And he has a motor to learn and grow. They get together. Mm-hmm. He gets involved with the business. He helps her grow the business. That can help her because she's not going to find anybody that is going to work for her for free. But if that's her husband, mm-hmm. he's going to be more likely to, in a way, work for free and help grow that business.
That's a perfect scenario. But there are scenarios where you got to think about the people that are swiping her way, right? Somebody that's swiping her way might not be employed. Might not have.
I said he's unemployed. He got laid off.
Okay, maybe he doesn't have a bachelor's in finance.
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't go with him. You can have a standard, but having a standard that eliminates 90% of the population.
It's almost like you can't have standards if you're this woman. That's what the way.
No, you can have all the standards you want.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, keep in mind what's important to you. Mm-hmm. And if having a six-figure guy is more important than having a guy, God bless you.
Hey, man. Some people want to go for the gusto.
I feel it, but God bless you.
She's trying to hit that jackpot, man. She needs some help.
I feel it. God bless you. I mean, at the end of the day, if six-figure guy is nothing, I cannot feel bad for you.
Right.
I live in a practical world. I'm a practical guy.
There are still people out there buying lottery tickets to this day, and they're never going to win that lottery. They're never going to hit that jackpot. Let her do it.
But you know what? You touched on something that's important. It is okay to have standards.
Yeah.
By all means, if she wants a six-figure guy only, knock yourself out. But, you know.
She didn't say he had to be attractive.
She didn't say any of that. She just says, I need a six-figure guy. And she even expanded and said, who likely will own the business so I can help him with his business and all this other stuff. Go for it.
There you go.
God bless you. I don't know how that's going to work out, but God bless you. And I just hope that one day in society we can get to the point where we put a little less value on income figures and more value on character.
I agree with that, but bills have to get paid. And clearly, either she doesn't have a sustainable business or she has a lot of bills. So she needs the 100K.
On that note, thank you guys for tuning in this week. This is Young Equity Chris.
And this your boy, Young Equity Devin. Let's get it.
Peace.